Let's chat.
There's a charity yard sale coming up soon that you will not want to miss. And trust me, when you find out what is benefiting, your heart's going to be stolen just like mine as well. Here to tell us a little bit more information is Jason with Logistics Made Simple, Laura, and Mr. Grayson. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Good morning, Grayson.
Good morning, guys.
So, Jason, before we dive into the yard sale event, I want you to tell me a little bit about Logistics Made Simple and kind of what your involvement is.
Sure. So,
It's you!
yes.
You.
So,
you on this picture.
that is you on the picture.
We will, Gigi.
So, Logistics Made Simple, we're a third-party logistics company. So we move freight all over the world, whether it be truckloads or less than truckloads or air, ocean. We do all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm actually over our LTL division. So anything that's like less than a truckload is what we handle on our side.
So tell me a little bit, I don't know if Laura, if Jason, whichever one of you wants to answer this, how did you get involved with Laura and Grayson and with what's called Grayson's Ladder? And tell us a little bit about Grayson's Ladder as well.
Well, we actually went to high school together. My husband and I went to Red Bank, and Jason was actually 2 years older than us. We'll make sure we make that clear that he was older.
I'm the older
But
one.
no, we're extremely appreciative, and we met that many years ago, and that's where it all began.
Yeah, so we have great owners that want to give back to the community, and so they come up with this idea for us all to come up with a charity that you want us to sponsor, and so we all made videos for different charities, and then we voted on it to see which charity was actually going to be the one that got chosen. So knowing Laura and Josh, I decided to do Grayson's Ladder for mine, and luckily enough, everybody voted for it, and here we are.
Best
We're
buds.
best buds, and we're just trying to raise money, and so we've done a couple of different things this year, and we've done a pie your manager in the face. So I took a lot of pies to the face for Grayson, which was fun. And then we've got this big yard sale. So it's going to be a huge yard sale. We've got music, we've got people cooking out, and we're going to sell some stuff. Grayson's Ladder is going to be there to set up some stuff, all kinds of stuff from sports equipment to clothes to baby stuff to maybe some antiques. There's furniture. I mean, literally anything that you could think of, and it's going to be huge. But it's going to be a fun time because we're going to have inflatables for the kids as well. So that'll be awesome. But anything that we raise towards the charity, LMS is actually going to match that up to $20,000. So.
And so, Laura, tell us a little bit about Grayson's Ladder. Of course, you started this with Grayson in mind. And tell us a little bit about Alexander's disease. I think a lot of people have never heard of this before.
Right. I'll start with Alexander disease, and that's how we got to Grayson's Ladder. Alexander disease is a type of leukodystrophy. It affects the white matter in the brain, and essentially it's a regressive disease. So children are able to develop, sometimes at slower rates, but they're able to go through those developmental stages, and then it's regressive. So it causes the children to lose abilities over time, walking and talking, eating, and eventually it is a terminal diagnosis because it doesn't have a treatment or a cure yet. So when we got that news, that was definitely, shook our family. We weren't expecting that at all, and we met with the physician at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and she told us about a natural history study. So we immediately enrolled Grayson because that was kind of our only where to start.
Hi.
Thank you, my babe.
And then she told us that because it's so rare, with less than 500 cases across the world, that, if we wanted to help, which we did, then the way to help would be to fund research. And so that's when we came home, we told our friends and family, and that's when Grayson's Ladder started. So it's a component fund of the Community Foundation, and we're raising money to further the research to get to the clinical trial for the treatment.
So is that where the proceeds from this yard sale are going to? They're going to that research to
Yes.
help, other children, help other cases.
Absolutely.
And, even though it's rare enough already, we want it to be even rarer.
Yes.
Yeah. no, I mean, talking, you're funding, you're doing the fundraising for the research and stuff, but, individually, I would assume there's probably a different cost involved as well. Is there anything personally involved too?
Well, at this point, there's not a whole lot that we can do, like from a medical standpoint. He is very active in all types of therapies, physical therapies, occupational, speech. He even does hippotherapy where he rides a horse. And
That sounds fun.
he loves it. So we really have to push those so he doesn't plateau or begin to regress. So that's all we can do right now.
Thank you, Grayson.
Thank you, Mom. Shaky.
He's pretty much the most lovable person you'll ever
I
meet.
love
So
it. Well, he called me beautiful as soon as he walked in, so you stole my heart. You're handsome.
You're handsome, beautiful man.
So this yard sale is coming up pretty soon. It's going to be Saturday, September 28th. You mentioned a lot of fun, a lot of events, live music. What do we need to know other than, bring our wallets and come out for a day of fun?
Right, yeah. I mean, so just come out, let's have fun. Let's raise as much money as we can. Bring a little cash, spend some money, and let's donate it all to Grayson's Ladder. And, hopefully we can find a cure and get this thing never heard of again.
yes.
So you can find more information about Logistics Made Simple at logisticsms.net. But if you want more information on Grayson's Ladder, visit graysonsladder.org. And I'm sure there's information on the event at both of those sites as
That's
well.
correct.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We will see you September 28th beginning at 8 a.m. for this great yard sale.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.